Greetings, Earthlings. I am Elle, daughter of Source, and I'm everything. Now let's get into some real Black history. Some Black history that's past just knowing what Black person invented what before a white person took it over. What Black person did this first and did that first before somebody took it over. Let's get into the real shit. Some shit ain't nobody else gonna tell you if I don't. Cause I'm the truth over here. Not book learned, source learned. So let's get into it. All y'all life, y'all been learning that Black people came from Africa. Well, by now, most of you know that Native Americans were the first Black people in America. Well, that's what y'all was taught. Okay? That's what y'all being taught now. But these light-skinned, high-yellow Native American Indian people were not that color. That color came about after white people came over and raped and killed and did all that and gave all the black melanated Native Indigenous Americans all these high yellow babies. That's where all that came about. Over years and years and years, they just got lighter and lighter and lighter. That's how that happened. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. Americans were the first people. Period. All the people came from America. The Africans, what y'all call Africa now, and the African people, they migrated from America to what y'all call Africa. And y'all have been taught from that point on. See, if you know this or was ever taught this in school, the continents were at first all connected together. It was just one large landmass. Okay? Now, after one of the great resets, the Black American people migrated to the part of the land that you all call Africa before the continental divide. Now, if y'all do y'all homework, which is what I want y'all to do, because I want y'all to educate yourself. I don't want y'all to take nobody's word for truth all the time. Not even mine, but mine is the truth. That's why I want y'all to do homework, and y'all see I ain't never lied to y'all. Educate yourself. Now, they have traced the Sans people all the way back to over 7 million years ago in Africa, okay? But the continental divide only happened about 2 million years ago. It was all one land. They migrated from the Americas to Africa. That's how they got in Africa. That's why there was still a massive amount of Black people in America after the continental divide. The ones that migrated to Africa remained in Africa because now they have this water in between. The ones that were in America remained in America, in the southern parts of America. Okay? Is y'all with me so far? It was because of migration that they got to Africa. Now, another thing is they always talk about the pyramids. The pyramids over in Africa, over in Egypt, and all this and that. But they never tell y'all about all the pyramids in America. There's more pyramids in America than there are in Africa. But they don't teach y'all about that. If you do your homework, if you educate yourself, because the information is out there, you will discover I'm not lying to you. Okay? Another thing, These people that y'all call the elites, like the Rockefellers and those families, they built their homes and schools and churches on top of sacred land in the Americas, where places where a chief of a tribe had its home, or whatever you want to call, hut, home, whatever they lived in, their dwelling. They removed that and built their homes on top of that. They built their schools and churches on top of land where they would go and do their rituals, and where they would praise and worship, or even their burial grounds. Sacred land where sacred energy exists. They built their homes, their schools, their churches, and all those kind of things on top of our ancient sacred lands. Do your homework. Educate yourself. There's no one book or something out there that's going to tell you this stuff. You have to educate yourself. Stop using Black History Month as the month just to learn about who invented what. Learn some true history, real history that nobody has ever told you before. We didn't come from Africans. Africans came from us. The people that y'all call Africans now, their ancestors were Americans. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? They came from the part of the land that you all now call America. See, at first when it was all together, they called it Pangea and Gaia and all of that. It was one large land mass. The same thing y'all talking about now, immigration. Migrants, they migrated. They walked from the land that you know as North America to the land that you know as Africa. It's always been the Black people first. The ones y'all call the Native American Indians, once again, they're only that color due to rape and murder and pillage and plunder. Over the years, they just got lighter and lighter and whiter and whiter. But they were brown, melanated people. All of them. And I know this because I was here. I lived it. I told y'all in one of my other videos, I didn't come here the first time through a womb portal. I came through a ground portal. This was witnessed by a tribal people. A tribal people in the American part of the land that y'all call now America. And y'all know what these people looked like? They looked like melanated Asian people. So do your homework and find out who is the ancient tribe that looked like Black Asian people. And y'all gonna say they came from Africa. They were discovered in Africa 7 million years ago. What about before then? Y'all just don't know before then. Y'all don't know where them people came from. Y'all call them the Sans people. All the life, Black life, came from the Americas. Okay? Black women, you are the key that opens every door. That's why you're hated the most all around the world. But secretly loved the most because it's envy. They want to be us so bad they can't do anything but hate us because they ain't us. Why do y'all really think the Americas was called the land of milk and honey. They for damn sure wasn't talking about no cows and bees. That milk came from these good black women bosoms. That's where that milk came from. So what you think was the honey? Huh? What you think they meant when they was talking about the honey? Yeah, black women, y'all know what y'all got down there. Y'all know what it is. That milk and honey, the land of the milk and honey, was the land where the black people with those big old supple milk-filled breasts and that good old honey between their legs. That's the land of the milk and honey in the Americas, where they came and murdered and raped and created these light-skinned peoples. That's some true Black history. Learn more about yourself. Really learn where you came from and who you are. How great you are. How you are the key. There is no man above a black woman. How a man gonna be above a woman when the woman gave birth to the man? And for all y'all that's saying, oh, but he got the seed. He had to plant the seed. But where do you think the seeds came from? Everything goes back to your gods of the flesh and materials and source, the almighty source of all things. Educate yourself, people. Please. Educate yourself. Y'all like challenges. Yeah, y'all like to do challenges. So challenge yourself. Take one thing. I probably said this in one of my videos last year. I don't remember. Take one thing that you have found in one of my videos that you may not believe, but it made you go, that could be, or could that be? Take that one thing and do some research on it. Find out everything you could find out about that one thing that I said that made you go, Then once you do all your research on that one thing, do it again. From that research that you just did, find one more thing that made you go, and do your research on that. Then do it again. Find one thing in that research that made you go, that could be true. That could be possible, because everything is possible. And do your research on that. Go on, head down the rabbit hole. And at the end of about 2 weeks, do it for a month. And see, don't your mind change. See if at least one thing that you believe now to be true, at the end of going down them rabbit holes and educating yourself, see if you still believe that bullshit that you was taught. I told y'all in another video from last year that you have to take the things that you were taught in the school systems and you were taught in the religious systems and get that out of you and educate yourself. All of that stuff is upside down, backwards, and reversed. It's always the opposite of what you were taught. Like I just told y'all about the Africans and Americans. The Africans came from America. The Americans didn't come from Africa. Namaste.